Hello to all dear friends of Pharmatalk. Thank you for being with us again. Today, we want to have a practical discussion in the field of the pharmaceutical industry. I would like to talk about how to design and present an excellent site master file. We will address the very important question of what components a master file has and what points should be considered in its design. So, stay with us until the end of the video, and don't forget to like and share, as well as check out our other videos. Our goal at Pharmatalk is to educate you and strengthen your position in the pharmaceutical industry. The first question we need to answer is what important components are included in the site master file document. To find the answer to this question, please take a look to next slide. In response to this question, I must say that a master file document must be prepared by the drug manufacturer. This means that the document should be created by the manager of a pharmaceutical factory and should contain specific information about the policies and activities of the site management, the drug production process, quality control operations, and other operations carried out in the pharmaceutical context. Essentially, a main file should be prepared that describes the pharmaceutical site in detail. The second point is essentially what the purpose of the site master file is and where it is sent. I would like to inform you that a site master file is sent for regulatory authority, but in the meantime, the regulatory authority is looking for something in the master file site. When the site master file is submitted to the regulatory authority, the file must contain clear information about the activities related to the GMP of the manufacturer. This is beneficial and effective for the overall oversight and efficient planning of the regulatory or governmental authority, as well as for conducting GMP inspections. A site master file should contain sufficient information, but as much as possible, it should have certain general characteristics. We should try to keep it to no more than 25 to 30 pages, plus its attachments. Usually, simple designs are preferred over complex ones, and a narrative style should be avoided. The site master file should be organized in a way that is completely readable and legible. The master file should be part of the quality management system documents of the pharmaceutical company, so this document must be updated regularly. It should also have an edition number and an effective date. Additionally, it should include a date indicating when it was reviewed, and it should be reviewed regularly to ensure that the document is completely up to date. Furthermore, each attachment should also have an effective date. Well, we have reached the review of the SMF document. The first part is the general information section about the manufacturer. In this section, the official name and address of the manufacturing company must be mentioned. The names of the buildings where the production units are located, as well as their positions, should be included. The company's contact information, including phone numbers that are available 24 hours, must also be mentioned. Additionally, the site identification number, such as GPS details or the geographical positioning system of the site, should be considered and included in the SMF document. The second section pertains to the quality management of the pharmaceutical manufacturer. In this section of the SMF document, a brief description of the quality management systems implemented by the pharmaceutical company should be provided, taking into account the relevant standards. It should address the question of what the responsibilities of the senior management of the factory regarding the quality management system are, what credentials have been obtained for this purpose, and which organizations have evaluated these credentials. In the section on quality management of pharmaceutical manufacturers, the first topic discussed is the method of product release. What does this mean? It means that a detailed explanation is provided in the SMF document regarding the qualifications and letters of individuals involved in the pharmaceutical product release process at the factory. A general overview of the analysis issuance process and the issuance of the pharmaceutical release certificate is given. Additionally, the roles of qualified individuals in the quarantine process of the pharmaceutical product, as well as in the product distribution release processes in the market, will be explained. Furthermore, the order of authorized individuals and the specific roles they play at each stage will be thoroughly detailed. The next topic is the management of contractors as well as suppliers that the pharmaceutical company is in contact with. In the SMF document, a summary of the establishment of suppliers and the audit plans for contractors and suppliers should be mentioned. It should be noted that contractors working in any field for the pharmaceutical company must have certain qualifications, and what actions the company has taken to ensure that the products produced by these contractors comply with the relevant regulations of the pharmaceutical company. If counterfeit products are manufactured and sold to the pharmaceutical company, does the company have the ability to identify such cases? Has the company utilized scientific assistance and ancillary companies as suppliers for the manufacturing, analysis of its devices, and quality assurance tests? If so, these should also be mentioned in the SMF document. Additionally, a list of laboratories that work contractually with the company, including their contact information, addresses, outsourcing activity charts, and quality control activities, should be included. These items must be fully incorporated into Appendix 4 of the SMF document. In the continuation of the SMF document, it is necessary to include documents related to quality risk management, QRM. A description of the methods used for the risks associated with the FMF document should be provided. Additionally, the company should explain what activities are being carried out to establish QRM and what actions are taken to ensure the continuity of risk assessment within the company. Furthermore, a summary of product quality review should also be mentioned in the SMF document. The next point that should be mentioned in the SMF document is the personnel of the pharmaceutical company. The first aspect to consider regarding the personnel, which should be included in the SMF document, is that the drug manufacturing company must have a clear organizational chart. This chart should include various units such as quality assurance, quality control, quality management, and the production unit, all of which must be accounted for in the chart. Additionally, the managers of these units and their qualifications should be mentioned in the SMF document. The points I have presented, including the chart and qualifications, will be included in Appendix 5. Furthermore, the pharmaceutical company should also specify the number of personnel in each section in the SMF document. In addition, the location within the buildings should be examined, including the site layout, the flow diagram of raw materials and pharmaceutical products, and the activities conducted in each of the rooms related to the site. These will be included in Appendix 6. The layout of the warehouse, special areas for storing toxic and hazardous materials, and a brief overview of the AHU system should also be provided, along with a brief description of the pure water production systems for pharmaceutical products. These schematics will be included in Appendix 7, as well as the facilities related to the production of steam, compressed air, and nitrogen. Furthermore, in the equipment section, a main list of laboratory equipment and production equipment should be mentioned and will be included in Appendix 8. Additionally, a cleaning and sanitation program for the rooms should be in place, and critical computer systems in accordance with GMP must be documented in the SMF document. In the documentation section, it is essential to specify the location of the documents and SOPs, when the documents are stored or archived, and who is responsible for their maintenance. These details should be briefly mentioned in the SMF document. The types of pharmaceutical products to be produced must be clearly stated in the SMF document, including which dosage forms will be manufactured at the facility. A brief description of the computer systems and how their validation should be included in the SMF document is also necessary. Additionally, the steps for process validation must be outlined, along with the policies for the reuse of pharmaceutical products in the facility. Furthermore, the strategies for material management and storage in the factory should be specified. It is important to detail how raw materials are purchased, stored, and released from quarantine. All of this information must be included in the SMF document. Finally, the information related to the quality, distribution, complaints, product defects and recalls and self-inspections of other sections of the SMF document is that the pharmaceutical manufacturer must complete the SMF appropriately for each of these sections. Finally, I want to sincerely thank all of you dear friends and esteemed companions who watched this video until the end and have always been kind to us. I invite you to check out the other Pharmatalk videos on YouTube. As you know, we also have pages on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Telegram. And we've recently started on Facebook. We would love to see you in all these spaces. Leave your comments.